The Passport Act of 1926 granted the United States Secretary of State the authority to issue passports pursuant to rules prescribed by the President. The Secretary interpreted the statute as a broad grant of powers that included the authority to deny or revoke passports. In Haig v. Agee, the United States Supreme Court considered a challenge to the Secretary's interpretation of the Passport Act. Philip Agee served as a CIA agent for 10 years. During this time, Agee grew increasingly critical of the agency's practices. In 1974, after he left the agency, Agee called a press conference to announce that he was embarking on a personal campaign to fight the agency's international operations. Over the next several years, Agee traveled to a number of countries identifying and exposing agency employees and sources. After Agee's disclosures led to attacks on agency operatives, the Secretary of State revoked his passport. The Secretary's decision was based on a State Department regulation that permitted the revocation of a passport if its holder's conduct abroad caused or was likely to cause serious damage to U.S. national security or foreign policy. Agee sued the Secretary in federal district court, arguing that by revoking Agee's passport, the Secretary had exceeded his congressionally delegated authority. The district court granted summary judgment in favor of Agee, and the District of Columbia Circuit affirmed. The United States Supreme Court granted cert.